and safe at home. Okay, let's start our English class with a word of the day. For that, today I'll give you a word that is NAP. What's this? Nap. Okay? NAP. Nap. Do you know the meaning of this word? What is the meaning nap? No idea? After having our delicious lunch, we have to take some rest, right? We feel to take some rest. Am I right? Do you feel like that? Yes. That is called nap. Okay? Short sleep during daytime. Okay? That is called nap. Okay? Short sleep. Short time sleep. Okay? Short sleep during daytime. Okay? That is called nap. Okay? Nap. I need a nap. That means, yes, after having lunch or anything, daytime, short period of sleep. Okay, that is called nap. Short sleep during daytime. Okay, now did you understand? What's the meaning nap? Short sleep during daytime. Okay, dear students, write 5 sentences using this word nap. Okay, you can write many sentences, I think, right? Okay. Let's move on to our lesson. What lesson we are learning, do we remember? Yes. Owls in the Family. Who's the narrator in this story? Rusty Bond. Okay. He talks about his grandfather and his love towards animals and birds. Right? Okay. What did he spot near to their veranda? Owlet. How many owlets? 2 owlets. Right? How did they take care of that owlets? Yes, they took care of that owlets in a good way, right? Okay, then did they release that owlets? Yes, where? Yes, near to that mango tree in their garden, right? Okay, at last, did they return back? Yes, right? That owlets, they returned back to this narrator and his grandfather's house. Okay, then what happened? Today, let's see the next part. Okay. Let's read the text. Dear students, take your book, open it, page number 33. So, the owlets became regular members of our household and were among the few pets that grandmother took a liking to. She objected to all snakes, most monkeys, and some crows. We would have all these pets from time to time, but she took quite a fancy to the owlets and frequently fed them spaghetti. They loved to sit and splash in a shallow dish provided by grandmother. They enjoyed it even more if cold water was poured over them from a jug while they were in the bath. They would get thoroughly wet, jump out and perch on a towel rack, shake themselves and return for a second splash and sometimes a third during the day. They dozed on the hat stand. After dark, they had the freedom of the house and their nightly occupation was catching beetles, the kitchen quarters being a happy hunting ground. With their razor-sharp eyes and powerful beaks, they were excellent pest destroyers. Looking back on those childhood days, I carry in my mind a picture of grandmother in her rocking chair with a content owlet sprawled across her aproned lap. Once, on entering a room while she was taking an afternoon nap, I saw one of the owlets had crawled up her pillow till its head was snuggled under her ear. Both grandmother and her owlet were snoring. Ruskin Bond. See, after a few days, that owlets became one of the members of that family. Okay, whose family? The narrator's family. Okay, the narrator's grandmother, she didn't like some animals and birds. Okay, see, she didn't like snakes, monkeys and crows. Okay, snakes, monkeys and crows. But she liked these owlets. Okay, she liked very much. So that she gave spaghetti. Okay, spaghetti means pasta. Okay, she gave spaghetti to the owlets often. Okay, she fed them spaghetti. Spaghetti means pasta. Okay. Afterwards, this grandmother, she gave a shallow dish. Okay, shallow dish means it's a vessel. It's look like a basin. Okay, so these owlets, they loved to sit on that shallow dish. Okay, sit and splash. Splash means a sound made by something fallen into a liquid. Okay, for example, if we throw a stone into any water bodies, okay, pond, a river or in a tank, we will hear a sound, right? Yes, if we throw a stone, we will hear that sound. That sound is called splash. Okay, so the owlets, they like to sit and splash on that shallow dish. Okay, then that owlets, they enjoyed more when we pour some cold water on their body. They enjoyed more. Okay, they loved that. Okay, so thoroughly they wet. Okay, in daytime if they take bath, they thoroughly wet. Okay, thoroughly means completely. Wet means covered with water. Okay, they thoroughly wet. Okay, then afterwards they sit on that towel rack. Okay, towel rack and shake themselves and they get ready for their next, second and third time bath. Okay, then afterwards in daytime they take some doze. Doze also the same meaning. Word of the day, I have given you a word. Do you remember? Nap. Okay, doze also short sleep. Okay, then nap also short sleep during daytime. Okay, both are same meaning. Dozed. Okay, they dozed during daytime. Okay, on the hat stand. In their house they have a hat stand. Do you remember that? Yes. So the owlets, they take a rest or they dozed on that hat stand. Okay. Afterwards, in night time, they were get ready for their nightly occupation. Occupation means a job or work. Okay. At night time only that owlets work, right? They went for work. See that owlets, what is their work? Yes, they have to take some, they have to hunt, right? They have to hunt some insects or something, right? Yes, these owlets, they started their nightly occupation in their kitchen quarter. Okay, kitchen. Okay, they catch some beetles. Okay, at night time they catch some beetles in their kitchen. Okay, have you got it? Kitchen became their happy hunting ground. Okay, see that owlets with their razor sharp eyes. Okay, razor sharp eyes, that means eyes that can see very well. Okay, with their razor sharp eyes and that sharp beak, they destroy. Destroy means they kill the pest small insect. Okay, so they became the pest destroyer. Who? That owlets are considered like a pest destroyer. That means that kill that insects. Okay, so that narrator, he considered that owlets like pest destroyer. Okay, destroy means kill. Got it? Did you understand? Yes. Then this narrator Ruskin Bond, once he enters his grandmother's room. At that time, that owlet, it sprawled. Okay, sprawled means sit. Okay, sit across her apron lap. Apron means it's a dress. Okay, bottom of that dress. Apron lap. Okay. Then that time, that grandmother, she was taking a nap. Okay, taking a nap. Nap means yes, short sleep. Okay, short sleep during daytime. This owlet, it also crawl like a baby, and it went near to her ear. Okay, it smuggled near to her ear. Snuggled means settled. Okay, it settled under her ear. Whose ear? That grandmother's ear. Okay, so the narrator was watching that, and he was saying that both are, that grandmother and the owlet, both are snoring. Snoring means yes, a sound made during sleeping. Okay, that sound, snoring. Okay, both who? Grandmother and that owlet, both are snoring. Okay, dear students, hope you understand this story. Now I'm going to play that animation video of this story. Okay, then you can understand more. Okay, should we watch? Yes.
Chapter 3 Owls in the Family. In this story, Ruskin Bond talks about his grandfather's love for animals and his childhood in Dehradun.
One winter morning, my grandfather and I found a baby spotted owl by the veranda steps of our home in Dehradun. When grandfather picked it up, the owlet hissed and clacked its bill, but then, after a meal of raw meat and water, settled down under my bed. Spotted owlets are small birds. A fully grown one is no larger than a thrush, and they have none of the sinister appearance of large owls. I had once found a pair of them in our mango tree, and by tapping on the tree trunk had persuaded one to show an inquiring face at the entrance to its hole. The owlet is not normally afraid of man, nor is it strictly a night bird, but it prefers to stay at home during the day, as it is sometimes attacked by other birds who consider all owls their enemies. The little owlet was quite happy under my bed. The following day, we found a second baby owlet in almost the same spot on the veranda, and only then did we realize that where the rainwater pipe emerged through the roof, there was a rough sort of nest from which the birds had fallen. We took the second young owl to join the first and fed them both. When I went to bed, they were on the window ledge, just inside the mosquito netting, and later in the night, their mother found them there. From outside, she crooned and gurgled for a long time, and in the morning, I found that she had left a mouse with its tail tucked through the netting. Obviously, she put no great trust in me as a foster parent. The young birds thrived, and 10 days later, grandfather and I took them into the garden to release them. I had placed one on a branch of the mango tree and was stooping to pick up the other when I received a heavy blow on the back of the head. A second or two later, the mother owl swooped down on grandfather, but he was quite agile and ducked out of the way. Quickly, I placed the second owl under the mango tree. Then, from a safe distance, we watched the mother fly down and lead her offspring into the long grass at the edge of the garden. We thought she would take her family away from our rather strange household. But next morning, I found the two owlets perched on the hat stand in the veranda. I ran to tell grandfather, and when we came back, we found the mother sitting on the bird bath a few meters away. She was evidently feeling sorry for her behavior the previous day, because she greeted us with a soft
Now there's an unselfish mother for you.
said Grandfather.
It's obvious she wants us to keep an eye on them. They're probably getting too big for her to manage.
So, the owlets became regular members of our household and were among the few pets that Grandmother took a liking to. She objected to all snakes, most monkeys, and some crows. We'd had all these pets from time to time, but she took quite a fancy to the owlets and frequently fed them spaghetti. They loved to sit and splash in a shallow dish provided by Grandmother. They enjoyed it even more if cold water was poured over them from a jug while they were in the bath. They would get thoroughly wet, jump out and perch on a towel rack, shake themselves, and return for a second splash and sometimes a third. During the day, they dozed on the hat stand. After dark, they had the freedom of the house, and their nightly occupation was catching beetles, the kitchen quarters being a happy hunting ground. With their razor-sharp eyes and powerful beaks, they were excellent pest destroyers. Looking back on those childhood days, I carry in my mind a picture of Grandmother in her rocking chair with a contented owlet sprawled across her aproned lap. Once, on entering a room while she was taking an afternoon nap, I saw one of the owlets had crawled up her pillow till its head was snuggled under her ear. Both Grandmother and her owlet were snoring.
Today's homework, dear students, read the text thoroughly, then underline the hard words, learn the meanings, okay? Then in your book bag, some question answers also there. Try to finish that, okay?